Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. X3, 218, jump. Tight dog. Check 13.
On 1st down, Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Fair. Check. 61, matchbox lights. Mike 50. Here we go. Kill. Let's go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Pick it up, B. Check. Protein spill. Go.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Let's get it. Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Please grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Go. We got 3. Get ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Madison. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down the pass rush.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Rock it.
Watch twins. Begin.
Check. General West. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike's 50. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Get.
Jones on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, team 6.
Now Jones. Looking deep for Jennings. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Down. 90 Wolf. Smooth.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Jones. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down, Reese. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Single. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Reese looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike.
Go. Get it.
On 3rd down, Reese. Big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 18, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
X3, 218, chopper. Hit it.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
50, play.
Seymour brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 43.
Look at me, zipper. Let's go.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 39.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stuff. Back. Hey. Snap.
On 2nd down, Love. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with touchdown number 20 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Come on,
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Jet. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Reese. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, Sam off. Sponge. No.
Jones now on 3rd down. And Jennings has it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, set. 50's the mark. Room right. Touchdown, Travis. Check 25. Hit it.
Called in left side here by Jennings. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ready, 60 or.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Jones. A final shot before break. Throw left side complete. It's Jennings. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. On 1st down, this is Geis. Now Guy stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Check 52.
They start on the ground with Geis, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
50, play. Leo.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll try the option right here on third down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Go.
This is Mostert, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, Madison. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Back at the 12-yard line.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go.
Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun, Reese. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Whip.
Hey, exit. 49.
From the gun, Reese. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Wide, get wide.
Look at me. Zipper. Bang, bang. Now.
They'll try the left side. Madison. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 17 yards to pick up there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready? 18 Gator. Sit right there. You draw Corker. Joker, Joker. Be Griffin.
To throw on second down. Reese. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 33. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, Madison. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's the backup, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. But and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
They'll try the left side. Madison. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Motion, check. Shift. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he gets it down to the 32. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Hey, 2.
50 seconds to Mike.
Now. 5.
Looking to throw. Reese.
Let's go. You tighten up.
And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
To number 89. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now, first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Go.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, I'm coming. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On 2nd and very short, Smith flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
The Redskins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback.